Now they try the right side here. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. And he'll give it here to his running back. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Loose, and this is recovered by the Cardinals.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
Yeah, and if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch tight. Tight ends right. 3 down. 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down. 3 down.
Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. And this one caught by Max Williams. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opened things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Oh, now Murray has it stripped. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends, because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On 3rd down, it's Weaver. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Murray and company going for it on 4th. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15.
Team 6.
After the run, Goff going to throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks. into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Oh, no. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
On first down, it's Weber. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. 20, 10, touchdown, L.A. A big play there. 87 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
I got motion man. Me. I go. Check. Check it out.
On 2nd down now, it's Weber. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Here's Murray. He's got his man. It's Williams. That goes for 14 yards. 1st down, Cardinals.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Undercrush. Check.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Stepping up, he'll try and run.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Mike Weber with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Value three.
Now a handoff looking right, and that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. Now a quick throw, as that's complete on the hitch route. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far, as they try again with a first down now. They'll run on first down. Weber, they'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up, because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, it's Weber. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 12 yards to pick up, good enough for an Arizona first.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He's got it to Williams. A gain of 6 there on first.
Now, that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. 4 receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Second down and 4. Murray now. This one caught by Isabella. And this is going to be another first down, as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 44-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. To throw, it's Murray. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. That pick, his 9th on the season.
Remember when we were kids and you were playing Little League Baseball and they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order? That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field? That wasn't so great.
That wasn't. You're picking dandelions out there.
Exactly.
But the 9 picks
you want that in a big way. That's a great season.
Heck of a season. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Gone. And he'll find Hall. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
Under 10.
We're good. Five.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. From just shy of midfield, Goff. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Corey Peters slipping in and getting the sack. Throwing on third. Goff. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. To throw is Goff. He's going to float this one deep right side. And my goodness, this is incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Across midfield to the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 3.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. The pass complete. It's Bird. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona. Murray now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down.
Single slot.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Seven's a Mike 7. Here I come. 66.
Here's Weber. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Check 50. Yo, motion. Hayward. Mike 7.
From the 27, Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. From from the gun on third down. Murray. And an alley to run. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 13-yard line. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here at half number 1. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Max Williams, as the first half is winding down. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Bailey now for the extra point. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. And to give this time to the tailback. Tackle made there by Buda Baker. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects.
Murray fighting, lost the football, and the Rams have got it back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
This is similar to baseball, where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
That's good for the Cardinals. First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Sponge, sponge, sponge.
Johnson running right. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Kill, kill, kill.
On second down now, it's Weber. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And a cutback right sideline. And he's going to get this one all the way down to the Rams' 5. So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here you really like it.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. And now Murray's going to set up to throw, eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 29 is Mike. Mike 29.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Mike Weber with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Cardinals push further out in front. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now they try the right side here.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Goff. Buying time to his left. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. But it'll be 2nd down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Check 13. Check 13. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Check, check, check. Hey, chill. Chill.
Now Jones. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
120.
58, come on. Come on, baby, come on, let's go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play.
9 yards. First down, Rams.
180.
Let's go, G.
5. Go.
On first down, it's gone. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Second and 4 at the 6-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4.
Hey, exit.
Let's go, G. 58, come on. 58, come on.
Goff now looks to throw. He's got it. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him,
and he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. So the call's made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2.
Box drop.
Out of the gun. Gone. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
A third quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe first or second, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to, I don't like to chase a lot of points.
Yeah.
But I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. He'll have a first down past the 40. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Let's go. 6 yards.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. A run for Weber. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Touchdown, Cardinals. Mike Weber, 55 yards. And the Cardinals push further out in front. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
Extra point up and good by Bailey, and that makes this a 9-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. 22 yards there, a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Goff now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Ric Flair.
Now it's Goff. Flush to his right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
No violence. 64. Rick. 17. 17. 17.
Mike, 6.
Hey, Haywood.
Check Mike, 6.
Okay.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And that is incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Escaping the pressure right. It's Williams on the catch. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Here we go again. Let's go. Here we go again. 29.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice job by the defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On 2nd down. It's Weaver, and not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
We want it. Come to my
On 3rd down, Murray. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will give them a 12-point lead. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Goff on 3rd down. And that's complete to Cooks. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. They try to run on 1st down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 34-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd and 12, Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Corey Peters in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Here we go on 4th. Goff. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Deontay Thompson. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Mike 29. Watch the back. Watch the back. Good. Take it. 29 is Mike.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
On first down, Weber. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now Weber. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And what are the whistles for? A timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who
Here we go, set. Ready? Ready? Here we go. Set. Set. Ready? Ready. Ready? Take a set. 180. Ready? 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 Take a set. Ready? 20. Ready? Set. Ready? Take a set. 180. Ready? 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 Take a set. 180. Gun. Ready? Ready? 180. Gun. Ready? Ready? Set 180.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Green Bay Packers. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston.
Let's go, let's go! Let it! Team 18! Plant. Front.
41 to Mike. Check 41. Stop your whining. Hey, 41's Mike. 41's Mike.
Yeah. We don't want... Box it. 41
to Mike.
On first down, Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Open man is Allison, complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Check three.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. The connection made. It's Graham. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Okay, just like that. Just like that. 41 Mike. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Rodgers going to throw. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Watson with a give to Miller. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Yardage back to the 29. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and the Packers pick it up. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice, and that often runs you into a penalty.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. And now again, the play clock's going to run out on him. So that'll back him up 5. Successive penalties have them looking now at a 1st and 20.